Holy crap, my Chewy video has a lot of views, I have not seen in quite some time. I'm pretty sure I only have one video that has over 2,000 views, and that was my Your Lie in April, and that was last year, so it's crazy to see how much attention that video is getting. And as much as I enjoy that video getting the attention, I also feel kind of bad, because that whole situation is just stupid itself. But like, by the time I was recording that video, like, there was no video on the situation, like no one breaking it down to a good extent, or just, you know, giving a synopsis of what's happening. So that's why I made it. And some stuff has happened since I uploaded that video a couple of days ago, but I'm gonna wait a week, see if anything else happened, so I could just do one quick, you know, recap and, you know, update video of what the situation is, you know, then. But I welcome all you new subscribers and anyone else that stumbles upon this video. And I do have a channel trailer if you do want to check that out. But a brief synopsis is not do I only talk about K-pop or react to K-pop, but I also talk about anime and superheroes. So the topic of this video, if you read the title, is that Nintendo's getting into anime. Anyway, I'm going to leave the article down in the comment below. You are going to need to translate it to English due to the fact that it's all written in Japanese. But if you're using like Google Chrome, you should be able to translate it. And if you aren't using Google Chrome, I'm pretty sure the browsers that you are using, you know, has an add-on or an extension that allows you to translate pages. But a quick recap of what the article says is that the newest president of Nintendo just gave his brief, you know, plans for 2016. Those plans being that they're going to talk about NX, which is Nintendo's newest console that they're going to debut, hopefully at E3. Also, that they're going to lend their IP so animes can be made based off their characters. Thirdly is that they're still working on their amusement parks. And lastly being that they're going to be brand new ideas instead of, you know, latching on to like the previous ones and like they have been doing for the last few years. And to me personally, as a Nintendo fanboy, all those things are important to me, but obviously what my channel is based off of is like the whole anime part. And if someone from Nintendo ends up watching this, all I ask is that you don't mess it up. And this is how I see it. Nintendo, you have one of the most iconic character rosters that almost everybody knows. Like, you can't tell me that if you go down the street, ask a random person who Mario is, they wouldn't know who he is. But, you know, let's take a step forward and let's discuss about Nintendo. Like, let's say they already begun production on making the animes. First of which, I feel like as of right now, since they're only starting, Nintendo shouldn't be doing anything original as of yet. For example, off the top of my head right now, I can imagine like a 50 episode series retelling like Ocarina of Time, but in like an anime format. Like, before Nintendo starts making like original stories for their franchises, I feel like they should go back and tell all of their video game storylines that, you know, are actually pretty good, and tell those just in an anime format before diving into all the original stuff. Like, they should look back at all their hit video games that almost everyone loves, like Legends of Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, A Link to the Past, you know, Kid Icarus Uprising, Fire Emblem Awakening, or any Fire Emblem game, and just, you know, take the stories from the games and just retell the game but in an anime format. For all of you new here, I'm also a big fan of the Persona franchise, but for those of you unaware about the Persona franchise, not only are they JRPGs, but there are also animes based off of, because the Persona games in general are pretty long. Like, my first playthrough of Persona 4 Golden is like 90 plus hours. Like, as of right now, my Persona 3 playthrough is like 20 plus hours already. And there are animes out there for those respective games, and what's great about them is like it condenses like all the grinding down and just tells you the story. And that's something that I feel like Nintendo's animes could do as well, because not everyone has the time to play Legend of Zelda, whichever one you want to play through, you know, from start to finish. And for some people, it's kind of daunting to start like a totally new franchise, you know, going in blind and not knowing, you know, how to get through the game, even though you just want to hear the story because, you know, your friend told you that the story was amazing. Like, there's Paper Mario, there's Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Sunshine. Like, you just do it right. That's all I ask, is that you do it right. And way back in 2014, where Sakurai was, you know, announcing characters who are going to be in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, you know, there was Palutena, and her character trailer was in an anime format. Like, you guys can do it, and I trust you guys to an extent, but, you know, I feel like you might go like somewhere else. Like, I don't know, maybe make like a Legend of Zelda harem series for all I know. Like, just have Link as the main character who transfers in, and then like there's Zelda, there's Sheik, even though those are the exact same people, there's like Impa and all the other characters that fall for Link. Like, don't do that, or do like a furry thing with like Fox and Falco and all the other characters from the Star Fox series. And just moving on to the amusement parks real quick. All I ask is that you make them accessible everywhere. Just don't have one in like Japan or in like one location in the United States or anywhere else in the world. Like that really sucks. Like I understand that Nintendo doesn't directly control the Pokemon company, even though, you know, Pokemon is part of Nintendo. But the fact that Japan has like 3 Pokemon centers, but like they're located like in different areas of Japan, and that there's only one Pokemon Center in the United States, and that's in New York. Like I don't mind that there's a Pokemon Center in New York, since that's somewhat close to me. That's like a 5-hour drive for me. But like, just make sure that the amusement parks, like if you plan on expanding, just make sure that they're in like spots that people can go to. Also, don't mess this up either. Literally, you can make Luigi's Haunted Mansion. You can literally have real life Mario Kart in the amusement park. People can ride Yoshi's as part of the carousel. You can literally make each section of a theme park a different Nintendo franchise. Like literally one corner is Mario and you can call it the Mushroom Kingdom. The other corner is Legend of Zelda and it's Hyrule. You can have one in the back for all like the little kids for Kirby, and that's called Dreamland. And then there's like Star Fox, and then there's Kid Icarus, and then there's, you know, Metroid. Just, you have the potential, Nintendo. Just use it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I went off on a tangent. So my main point being is Nintendo, don't screw this up, both in anime wise and, you know, the amusement park wise. Just don't screw it up. You have the characters, you have the franchises, you have potential. Hire me if you need to. I'm just saying, I got crazy ideas that I didn't even talk about yet. Like, you have all these characters, use them, but just use them in the right way. That's all I'm asking. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on this whole Nintendo anime and amusement park discussion. Let me know yours down in the comments below. Anyway, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Anyway, I'll see you guys all next time to me reacting to Stellar's, you know, comeback music video. And if not, then I'll see you guys for my reaction / review of the latest Suicide Squad trailer. Bye-bye.